I didn't co-sign this one. I didn't put no signature down on any paperwork for his appearances or his contractual obligation to play for my club. He did nothing else after.
Hooked.
Yeah.
57 minutes.
Did not perform afterwards.
Reece James.
And Neto.
Hold on, wait.
No.
I'm in charge here right now, yeah?
He's just pulled rank against you.
Reece James, people. Who you lot... As a matter of fact, I want you to address... I want you to address two players. So Reece James, who last week you told us is the best right back in the league. Despite the fact that I said to you, Timber, I feel is the best right back in the league at this current time, playing in a defence that's not conceding goals, you told me that Reece James was the best. You also told in another debate, heated debate, that Caicedo was the best defence midfielder in the league.
Yeah.
Where was he on that second goal? Where was he with his tracking back? And did he get dominated in the game by Granit Xhaka?
Well, that was Caicedo's first performance of the season. It happens to the best of them. You know, there's no player out there in any world 11 or any all-time 11 that didn't have a bad game.
Normally the best players.
I'd like to think.
Normally the best players,
I'd like to think Henry had bad sofa score ratings
normally
when he wasn't
the best players are consistent.
I'd like to think that even the best of players,
consistency,
even the best of players,
that's what makes you the best,
that have
right?
statues outside of stadiums, don't have great games.
No, but wouldn't you say?
It's a shame that Caicedo had a
that
bad
makes you.
It really
the best
is.
players are
but
quite
I'm not gonna
consistent.
Lie, it doesn't change.
You told us he's
anything.
like an 8 out of 10 every week.
Yeah, every week, apart from this week.
So that means probably off of your logic that every single other game for the rest of the season it'll be a 10.
Listen,
to get the average.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Rice has a bad game coming too, you know, and
wasn't good on.
Luckily for you, I'm not going to use that one outlier as a moment to judge him completely for his whole, season.
And Reece James on the goal, the second goal.
Should have tracked back. Maybe Caicedo could have got back as well. Where was he? Where was Cucurella?
Where was everyone?
I'll tell you where they were.
Where were they?
In half spaces. They were in the opposition's half, trying to create a chance, a big opportunity. It wasn't my face next to Garnacho on that celebration. It was Pedro Neto, the same Pedro Neto that refused to slide Garnacho through on a 2v1. Also a poor performance from him. £60 million cost. Not good enough.
How can they be so inconsistent? Club world champions 1 week. And then the next week, you're losing to Sunderland. We need to hear from you.
Liverpool in between.
At home. And big up Sunderland. By the way,
great.
Sunderland.
Unbelievable. Second, they were second at the time.
What a season they're having. And Granit Xhaka, brilliant performance.
First of all, no excuses. Big up to Sunderland. Yeah, that's the first thing. Great performance. They deserved the win. They played better than us. They were in more dangerous positions. And they tested our back line a lot more than we tested theirs. Also, no excuses in terms of transitions, in terms of the amount of players that are new, that have come through the door. We've spent more money, we have more funds, we have more reach in terms of access to top players, and we choose to spend our money on what we spend it on. And if we choose to spend it wrongly, that is our business. We were at home, up against a team that were promoted. We have to win that game. We didn't win that game. I think the manager got it wrong, first of all, with the team selection. I think he should have started Esteval, and I think he should have started Hato. Irregardless, you should still beat them without those two players starting, but I just want to make that clear. I thought his in-game management was also poor. I don't know why he took off Josh Achampong when we're 1-1. We're playing with a high line and we're trying to get into their half to create chances and score goals. He's been our best defender. Chalobah's been awful this season. Tosin has been awful this season. Both of them have made mistakes. Both of them have had errors. And he takes off our best in-form centre-back, the quickest, and he brings on Tosin, who is part of the reason why we concede the goal. I think the performances of the wingers, Garnacho and Neto, was dreadful. I looked at the crosses, 11 crosses between Garnacho, Pedro Neto, and João Pedro.
How many were completed?
Zero completed. Oh. So the only person I'm going to excuse from all this is 19-year-old Gu, who I don't rate crazily highly, but he has to play because we need a striker up front because our recruitment over the summer was not good enough, and he didn't get any service. So 19-year-old Gu, who really was on loan at Sunderland at the start of the season, is now starting up front for Chelsea Football Club against Sunderland, even though for Sunderland, he wasn't even starting in Premier League games. He was on the bench, and he even played the Carabao Cup game. We're starting him in must-win games. And then when he doesn't work, we're moving João Pedro up there, who was absolutely awful. And then we're bringing on Tyreek George, who was meant to go to Fulham on deadline day, and the paperwork didn't go through. And then he also is not a striker, so that didn't work.
Bet you wish he went as well.
Incredible planning, incredible depth that we have, incredible recruitment.
João Pedro.
Caicedo was poor.
That was another one.
Yeah, João Pedro is not shooting enough. João Pedro's taking too many touches.
Shots in 10
João
games?
Pedro is not
The
playing.
great João Pedro.
It was a bargain.
I said before when he was up front, he should be playing. He should be playing behind the striker. He played behind the striker in this game. Yes, it was a 5-4-1. Yes, it was compact. Yes, there was not a lot of space. But I'm afraid that doesn't really mean anything. You have to go up against that system. You have to go up against that formation, and you have to make things happen. You have to create chances. You have to take shots. You have to take accountability, take responsibility. If you're going to be what we spoke about you to be over the summer, after the Club World Cup, after all the goals, after the great start, you have to turn up in that type of game, and you have to perform. Caicedo, giving the ball away, heavy touches, nowhere for the winner. Poor performance. Everybody to a man, poor performance. Sanchez, I'm not going to say too much really for the second goal. He was flat-footed. It was passed into the back of the net. The way we conceded the other goal, the long throw, that hurts my heart because that's not Chelsea. We are meant to be a strong team. We're meant to be physically able to compete. We're meant to be bullies. At this point, we're looking like Arsenal in the Emirates era, and they're looking like us because we conceding to a throw-in is ridiculous. And that's what happened against Lincoln, and that's happened against Brentford, and that's happened many a time before. We don't win aerial deals.
Did that happen?
Because it's just poor. Shocking
against Man United as well. So.
No, but hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Reece James, he can play anywhere.
He was a right
can
back.
play right back. He can play
back.
centre back. Why not move into centre back then? If there's going to be somebody, he can play anywhere.
You wouldn't hook off a centre
anywhere there.
He could probably actually go centre.
Reece
He
James
could probably go
has
up front.
the worst
Really?
week to have that
Stinker.
game. Like we've all been there where you back your guy and then they go and do something silly in that game week and it just doesn't help the narrative, does it? It didn't help.
Yeah. Don't support him.
Didn't
I need to hear more from him. Carry on.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep, I'll take any questions.
Okay, good. We're open to the floor now. Do you feel?
That's how it's done.
Do you
AGT,
feel like Club World Cup and just if you were measuring, or some fans were measuring along those lines, do you feel that it might be a mismeasurement as to where Chelsea are?
I think Chelsea are capable on their day of beating anyone. I think that's still true. We saw that against Liverpool and we saw that against PSG. What Chelsea are not capable of is consistency. That was a cup competition. And in a cup competition where you're playing teams that you're expected to beat pretty much the whole way through up until that final, I expect you to, you can win. Absolutely, you can win. You can have a great day. Cole Palmer can score. People can have masterclasses. Caicedo. I still believe these are some of the best players in their position in the world. So I'm not going to take back anything that I said a couple of weeks ago. They just had a bad game. But when we're talking about the league, we're talking about 38 games, we're talking about back fives, we're talking about versus back fours, versus counter-attacking, different scenario situations that you got to come up against over the course of a season against different types of teams. This team is not equipped to deal with different situations and scenarios that they have to face.
Is it
that's like the fourth time this season against the back five.
Is it experience?
It's not just experience, it's quality. I'm not even going to keep harping on about experience because some of these players are older than they were 2 or 3 years ago when we signed them.
Yeah,
Enzo Fernandez is older. Caicedo is older. Reece James is old. Chalobah is 26 years of age. Tosin is 28 years of age. Sanchez is experienced. Neto has been in this league since I was in secondary school. These men are old now. Really? Some of them. That's a lie. But but the point is there's not enough quality. Neto is a counter-attacking winger. All he does is cross and inshallah. Run, dribble. Dribble is a strong word. Run and cross. Garnacho, absolutely average footballer. I said it before we signed him. I said it when we signed him. I said I'll support him. I am still trying my very best to support him. But I'll be honest, if I could sell him in January, I would genuinely sell him.
Then in between,
I ain't got no time.
Well.
I would sell him. I would honestly sell because I know exactly what product that we bought. And I don't like the product.
In
and
fairness,
I said I didn't like the product. And that's that. I stood on 10 toes. People didn't like it. Oh, you need to give him a chance. Oh, Man United's a bad environment. Oh, off the ball movement. He is not good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club. That is the facts of the matter.